Hey guys, welcome back to Oak and Agave. I'm Prentice and
I'm Stu.
he is Stu. So tonight we're going to get into these guys. Wyoming Whiskey. We got 3 different expressions from them, and we'll get into those and let you know what we think. Hopefully the sound deadening is working right now because we got neighbors and dogs and birds and chipmunks and everything going on right now. Anyway, we'll be right back. We'll get into these and see what we think.
Hey there, friends. Welcome on in. Tonight unwind.
All right, guys, welcome back. So a little bit about Wyoming Whiskey. The small batch is 88 proof. This is actually distilled, barreled, aged, and bottled by these guys. They do it all.
Yeah.
It says Wyoming Whiskey. You can get it pretty much any liquor store,
Right.
restaurant, bar.
They're actually located in Kirby, Wyoming.
Kirby, Wyoming. Population 77.6.
They may have had a baby.
It may be
Who
77.
knows? 76 roughly.
Or maybe 75. You know.
Depends on how you go.
Yeah.
But no, one cool thing about these guys, everything they do as far as grain and everything is locally sourced, grown there. As far as their water, it is pumped, or it's actually a mile below ground that they are bringing in from old glaciers, not touched by human hands since the Bronze Age.
So this is glacial water.
Right. They
Ooh.
also utilize 2 yeasts. The first one, the proprietary, is just kind of a normal standard yeast, but then they use a smaller one, not putting as much alcohol into it, but also giving it a lot more fruity notes and everything.
I definitely smell that in this.
And this is the
Small batch, 88 proof.
All right.
I've never been to Wyoming.
I have not either.
I would love to go to Montana, Wyoming area.
If you get up a trip, you can take me with you. If you
Let's do it. Maybe we'll go visit these guys. Shelby, let's arrange that. Oh, yeah. Getting all the classic bourbon notes. Now, being aged in Wyoming, we live in Alabama. We've got distilleries in Georgia that we really like a lot. And their bourbon or rye tends to be really, really dark. And that's because the heat that the barrels are aged in, it just ages it a lot quicker.
Yeah. And these guys are aging everything, a minimum of 5 years. But also with Wyoming, with those big fluctuations in temperature, they're saying, in some parts of the rick house, it can be as much as 20 degrees difference consistently.
Wow.
From the bottom to the top.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the rick houses at places like 13 Colony, yeah, it's 120 degrees on the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get into this guy.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, that is so sweet.
I definitely get that fruity they're talking about with that
Yeah.
secondary yeast and whatnot.
Absolutely. That's it's got a lot of corn in it. I think it's like 88% corn.
Okay.
So that's going to give it a lot of sweetness.
Right.
But it's got wheat in it too, so it's a wheater.
Yeah. I'm picking that.
Yep, it's definitely a wheater bourbon whiskey. But man, it's very pleasant on the nose too. You get a lot of sweetness.
Yeah. It's almost kind of like a little cinnamon roll.
Apricot.
Yeah.
Apricot. Strong apricot. But I get what you're talking about with the cinnamon roll,
especially on the front.
with the wheat and
Yeah.
maybe kind of like a cereal.
It's almost kind of like sometimes like with a really good
Fruit Loops.
with a really good cookie, you can have that little butter taste in there. Yeah, I definitely get some of that.
And it's definitely a viscous guy too.
Oh yeah, it's holding on. That's
Look
what
at
I was
that.
just looking at.
Yeah. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, from such a, what were we looking at?
88 proof?
88 on that.
Yeah, that's not a weakie, but
No,
it's
not at all.
88 proof is, I tend to like higher proof stuff, I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting a whole lot because of the proof on it, but wow. Yeah.
I'm very pleasantly surprised on that. Man. And each time I keep getting something a little bit different.
You know what else I get? Like a buttercream icing. buttercream icing, yeah,
especially how it coats right there on the back end,
like cream cheese mixed with a little caramel or something.
Right.
Yeah,
Man,
that's good.
this is solid. I like it.
Wow, that is really good. Hey, good job, guys. Good job,
Very
Wyoming.
solid. Yes.
And like I said, going into this, I didn't know what to expect, to be honest with you, because I've never tried Wyoming whiskey.
Right.
Never tried any like Midwestern type bourbon, I don't guess. Anyway, I'll retract that statement because I don't know for sure. But I've never tried any from Wyoming, that's for sure. But man.
And one thing that we were even commenting on is the color.
Yeah, it's real light.
It's definitely light. So initially your thoughts like, oh, okay, there's not going to be that much in this. It's not going to be that complex.
But it is.
It really is.
It's very complex. That's solid.
Man, the longer it sits, I just keep getting.
You know, to see it, just to be honest with you, if I went to the bottle shop in Columbus to pick up a bottle of whiskey and
you would pass over.
I saw it, I probably wouldn't give 2 looks at it.
Right.
I wouldn't give a second look to it. But now, after trying it, I'm a fan.
Yes.
I am a fan.
I will agree with that.
Yeah, that is definitely solid.
And so, what's our next one? That Outrider?
Yeah, this is an Outrider.
Okay, so a rye base.
Yeah, so this is I didn't read it a whole lot.
Okay.
To be honest with you. All of these are aged for 5 years.
Right.
And like I said, they're doing it all.
Lock, stock, and barrel, everything.
Like they are not sourcing anything. They're doing their own distillate. And can't say that about a whole lot of distilleries nowadays.
We were just talking about that before we even got on here. Yeah, you're exactly right.
But we're going to get into the Outrider. And it does say an American straight whiskey. Let you pour you on there. I'm not sure how deep you want to go into it.
All right, let's set that go right back up yonder.
And these are sample bottles, so they would not typically come with a screw-on cap. One of the videos we did, we were talking about bottles that you find on the shelf with screw-on caps, how it kind of just turns you off.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, but these guys have corks in them.
It's I mean, a lot of it is, especially that first time shopping, you're shopping with your eyes.
Right.
Kind of with your ears, also what people have been talking
marketing,
about. There you
100%
go.
100% marketing.
Oh, I agree. Especially when I go down certain aisles, I'm really looking at labels. Beer aisle, tremendously.
Oh, yeah.
That's a huge thing.
There's so many different, or even whiskey and bourbon,
Right.
There's so many different ones on the shelves. So many pretty labels and pretty bottles. And
surprisingly, I've found that it seems like a lot of times everybody's putting all the legwork and efforts into labels and bottles and not focusing on what's inside the bottle.
Yeah,
I think that is not the case with this.
And look, I am not talking bad against non-distilling or non-producing distillers. Because, you got to do what you got to do to make a living. And some of the non-producers put out some of the best whiskey I've ever tasted.
Right.
Short barrel, for instance. I could name a list of them, but some of the best whiskeys I've tasted have been MGP based or different. They go to like Barton and get different stuff and different barrels. And
well, a lot of it too is, it's just part of the process, getting started up and everything.
Well, yeah,
having the ability to start from zero, put things in a barrel
because you want
5 to 7 years,
right?
Yeah,
you want to age it
that's
before
not
you
really
put it
feasible.
out.
So definitely understand that, and then
so you got to have something to sell and something to make some money with.
And it also gives the distillers, kind of a little bit of feedback, research and development. Hey,
right.
We see our people are liking this. Let's try to enhance this.
And
we want to take this out. Let's remove that stuff.
Like a lot of the guys recently, a lot of new distilleries have popped up. It's because they found all these buff turkey barrels.
Okay.
Wild turkey distillate aged at Buffalo Trace. So that's
gotcha.
And it was like 16 to 18 years old.
Oh wow, yeah.
So
that's
a lot of
blame you on that.
people just said, "Hey, let's start a distillery and put this stuff out." And they did, and they made a name for themselves right off the bat using that stuff. And now people are seeking their stuff, thinking that it's possibly maybe some distillate left over from that, or
Could be.
or maybe it's just as good, because you don't want to start off with a banger and then finish with a thud,
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking of a couple right off the bat that we've actually had some on the show, on the show that put out some buff turkey stuff, and
Let's get in this rye.
they did a good job. I've already sampled it, actually. Now, this guy is a little bit darker.
It is. I noticed a little bit of different, a little darker tint to it.
And it could be the distillate. I think it's just a high rye bourbon. I think that's what it is. Because I definitely taste the corn. It's got to be corn based.
Right. I definitely get the rye. I mean, all the natural.
I got some baking spice.
Yes.
Like on the back.
Yeah. Almost a little.
It's sweet too, though. It leaves a good
sweetness on the front end. On the back end, you get more of that peppercorn aspect.
Yep. Like a white pepper.
Yeah.
Not a hot pepper, but it just leaves a nice little
warm finish,
continuous burn. Like a little Kentucky hug up in here.
There you go.
I love a good Kentucky hug, though, because I want to know I'm drinking something. If I'm drinking whiskey neat and it don't burn, I mean, are you really drinking whiskey?
Almost getting a little bit of almost wintergreen, especially secondary breath in.
Like you are chewing a piece of that Wrigley spearmint gum, but you're into it. You're into it's not like the first piece when you put it in.
Chewing on it, and it's got that consistent.
It's like about the last quarter of the spearmint gum.
Yeah. Man,
that's good though.
That's 2 in a row right there.
Yeah.
And again, the one thing that we've already had these, but the color. Again, it's not what I would expect.
Right.
But I'm telling you, it's hitting on all the right spots.
It's not dark at all.
No.
But in the glass, it actually looks a little darker.
Yeah. You do get a little bit different.
But it's got some ethanol on the nose, too.
Yeah. On that long pull in, you really get that warmth right in there.
Yeah. It goes up into your eye. A little bit.
That's why I've been twitching all day, right?
So we did a video here recent with that the Broad Branch 159 proofer.
Oh,
the rye, 159 proof rye. And I went a little bit too far into the glass with my nose.
Oh, buddy.
And I sniffed it and it closed my eye. I'm serious.
Is that why you had to get the eyes dilated yesterday?
Now I've got a cataract in my right eye. I don't know if it's not related. Anyway, so if you see me messing with my eye, that's what it is.
No, both of those are very solid.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And like I said, they're available everywhere.
Yeah, we were looking online, seeing based on our location down here in Alabama, Columbus, Georgia area, and several places, even a couple of restaurants have them in their bar selection and everything. So easily available.
And I would definitely get a pour at a restaurant.
Yeah.
If I go to a restaurant, I typically will have a pour of something. And that would definitely be on the list. If I saw it, on their bourbon list, hey, give me a pour of that. That 88.
Yeah, they're downtown at one of our local cigar cocktail bars and whatnot. That would pair great with a good cigar.
That and if you're at a restaurant with your family, if you want to have a nice little pour,
right?
88 proofers
not gonna be a big.
I mean, you don't want to have that Broad Branch 159 proof for what?
Nay. Oh man!
But anyway, those are solid pours.
Yep.
We'll get a clean Glen for this guy.
This is the double cask.
So it's aged in a new white oak charred barrel, and then they take it out and finish it in a sherry barrel.
Now, I said everything is aged 5 years on these that we're reading and whatnot. So I'm curious if it was a combination, or if it's 5 years in the oak and then just a brief, subtle time in the in the sherry.
I would think they probably do it for like 4 years in the oak,
Okay.
you know, the new barrel, and then probably a year in the sherry would be my guess.
Okay.
I do not know that to be a fact though. But yeah,
Definitely the darkest of the three.
that is the
That's one
darkest
thing
of
we've
the
been
three.
talking about.
And I'm sorry to say that I put my Glens in the dishwasher.
Oh,
I know.
I'm not mad.
typically-
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I typically do not put my Glens in the dishwasher. I wash them by hand typically, but I had a sink full of dishes and I
had to get it done. I understand.
I had to get it done.
understand.
So this one is not being served its fair justice.
What's your initial nose?
My initial nose is dishwasher detergent. So I'm pouring my other Glen.
Ooh, I'm getting some citrus in that.
I'm getting the Granny Smith apple.
Man, that's.
But yeah,
I mean, I'm definitely
I
feeling
definitely
it in the
get
nose.
I get the citrus,
Yeah.
but I'm getting like an apple type nose.
Yeah. I can see that very. And I'm wondering if a lot of this is, or how much of it is attributing to that secondary yeast. That's
Yeah.
imparting those fruit flavors, but then also finishing it in the sherry barrel. I mean,
You
so
know what?
it could be a combination of the two,
Yeah,
just kind of one playing off the other and enhancing it. So
it's definitely an ethanol-y booger.
yes, it is.
That was the strongest ethanol of the
Yeah.
bunch, and it is the stickiest
Yes,
of the bunch.
it is holding on for days.
But let's get into it.
Let's give it.
That sweetness transfers to the palate. That nose just carries straight over.
So based on what I was picking up on the nose, not near as hot.
No,
And the
it's not hot.
No, I mean,
No,
that is just riding right on through there.
it's a fresh crack too.
Right.
So
Let it breathe is going to
Yeah,
definitely change
it'll
it.
open up and you'll report it straight into the Glen. So probably should have let it air out a little bit and get some of the ethanol, but it's 100 proof. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a sweet booger. Man,
I see the apple, the apple that you were talking about, definitely on the taste.
apple, maybe some green grapes. Could that be the sherry?
Could be. Now, one thing I've noticed about this one compared to this other rye, normally you get that those little flavors down here. I'm really getting it with this one.
And that's not a rye,
Exactly.
but it does have rye in the mash
It's
bill.
got a small tendency,
Yeah.
but not what
No,
they would identify as a rye.
these are wheaters too.
Yeah.
So they're naturally going to be sweet. You know, they got at least 51% corn mash bills. So I think this was 88% corn.
I'm tasting something right here on the back end, and I just cannot put my finger on it.
So sweet. Caramel, maybe a little toffee.
It's like a very faint and subtle kettle corn.
It makes sense. It's got the
It's corn. It's got the
Yeah, it's got
sweetness of it.
yeah,
That, I
the
mean,
finish.
yes.
The finish.
Yes, right back here hanging
Yep.
on for dear life. Yeah.
The finish is kettle corn. Yeah. Look, I had to lick my lips. I thought I had salt on my lips still from the kettle corn. Yeah. Yeah. When you eat that kettle corn,
Oh,
it makes your
man.
hands all messy and sticky.
Can't wait for these fall little
Ooh.
markets and whatnot.
Hey, so we got football starting this weekend. I don't know when this video is going to come out. Probably after the games, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
But yeah, so we got the Auburn Tigers playing on Friday evening. They're playing the Baylor Bears at Baylor. And then my Alabama Crimson Tide is playing Florida State in Tallahassee, Florida. That ought to be
Should be some good matchups.
There should be some really good games.
At this point right now,
We're going to find out a lot about a lot of
nothing's
teams.
guaranteed about either
You got
one.
Ohio State and Texas playing.
1-3. I mean,
You got
come on, first week.
Georgia and is it Georgia and Clemson?
I believe Georgia does have Clemson.
Clemson is playing somebody.
And maybe not.
I forgot. Anyway, we got some good matchups coming. So We're going to find out real quick who is going to be contenders and who's pretenders.
So what's your overall take on Wyoming?
Are not pretenders.
No, I mean, every single one of these, again, what we were initially, our first thoughts, you know, just based on the bottle, just kind of reading a little bit.
Based on the color and being full boat and Wyoming, I wasn't expecting a whole lot, to be honest with you. And Shelby, I'm sorry, but I was not expecting a whole lot. But I am very pleasantly surprised.
I will second that. I mean, you know, especially with the colorings of it, wasn't really thinking it was going to pack a whole lot of flavor. Okay, well, this is just kind of going to fit the bills, the minimums of a bourbon and whatnot. But
we were wrong.
We lost that one.
Totally
Absolutely.
Wrong. And thank you, Shelby, for sending these samples.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate it. And we look forward to working with you guys again in the future.
Hey, well, and that's what we're talking about. That's
some of those, the National Park Series bourbons they've got out.
Oh, no. What are
they also have some single barrel picks and, you know, cask strength picks and stuff like that. So, Shelby, be talking to you soon to do some more with you guys. This is good. This is really good.
Man.
We appreciate it.
All right. So we've done this a few times especially when we have multiple things up here. What would be your go-to?
Oh, that one.
That's where I was going to follow as well.
That'll be my go-to.
Yeah.
So, and these two right here, I think are interchangeable, to be honest with you.
Definitely solid all the way around.
And I might even tend to the small batch.
Okay.
Even the lower proof.
Yeah.
And you know me. I mean, I like high proof stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like I was getting a little bit more. Which obviously, you know, with it being aged in a different barrel and everything else, you're going to get some added things in there. So that was right there.
On the finish now, my tongue is dry. It's almost like I've got cotton mouth. And
yes.
I attribute that to the sherry.
Absolutely.
Because sherry is a drying type cooking spirit, isn't it? I mean, don't you cook with sherry a lot? A lot of people?
I think so.
I think, yeah.
I'm just not that good.
Anyway, I'm not either. But hey, we thank you for joining us again for another episode of Oak and Agave. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, turn the bell notifications on. You never know when we might go live or whatever. We're probably going to start putting out a little bit of merch here soon. Maybe Glencairns.
Okay, nice.
You wanna get you a Glen or a T-shirt or whatever? Yeah, we'll probably be putting out some stuff here soon. So keep an eye out for that. But anyway, anything to add?
I really enjoyed this one. This was a great surprise. I was not expecting this. Thank you guys for all the support, liking, following, all of that great stuff. I mean, everything's rocking and rolling now. Football season is here. Hey, what more can we ask for?
I always say once football season starts, you might as well put your Christmas tree up.
Oh, yeah, because it's just going to roll.
It's
rolling.
Flies by.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Christmas now. Might as well be. And we're sweating outside. But anyway, hey, we'll catch you next time on Oak and Agave. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. Peace out.